Okay, I have 7 o'clock, so we'd just like to welcome you all here. I shouldn't say this, but really my two favorite groups are here. Appreciate the police and the first responders to be here, so we appreciate all that you do for the city and the citizens. We'll open our meeting by having an invocation from Councilmember Craig Jensen and our pledge by Councilmember Mindy Wright.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful that we can meet here this evening as citizens of this fine city. We're grateful for the country that we live in and the freedoms that we have. We ask that we can be courageous and kind in those things that we do here in this meeting as well as throughout our endeavors here. These things we ask and pray for in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
If you'll stand and repeat with me the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion to approve the agenda as written.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting's agenda as written.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. We'd like to welcome any students who are here and scouts or anything that have agreed to join with us. We appreciate your attendance here. We invite you to come up on the rostrum with us if you'd like to. We always bait them because we have a drawer full of candy up here, and it usually motivates most people who want to come up there. So if you're a student, you're welcome to come up. We'd love to have you come up and join us up here. Would you like to do that, or is that kind of a scary thing? Or no? Okay, well, anyway, you're always welcome to come up here, so we appreciate it. We'll turn the time over to our police chief, Lance Haight, for some awards tonight, so thank you.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. It's my honor to be here tonight and to be with you to help present these awards to members of our community. So earlier this year, early September this year, there was a horrific incident on 4th South and Main near Jimmy John's. A man and his wife were walking down the street, and the husband heroically pushed his wife out of the way when an oncoming vehicle struck him and ultimately took his life. There were multiple members of our community that really stepped up. It was a traumatic scene, very difficult emotionally and physically to deal with, but they stepped up and came to their aid at that time. So we were just thinking collectively something we could do to recognize them, and so as part of that, we have developed a way to recognize them and other members of our communities that go above and beyond. And so in conjunction with Emily Larson, the director of our art museum, we've created an award, and I'll read. It's called the Art City Spirit Award. And here's the background. In 1903, two artists who once called Springville home, John Hafen, one of Utah's most gifted painters, and Cyrus Dallin, a world-renowned sculptor, gifted our communities Hafen's mountain stream painting, which is this painting here, and a study of Dallin's Paul Revere sculpture. Their artistry and generosity inspired generations and helped shape Springville's identity as Utah's art city, a community built on compassion, creativity, accomplishment, and service. Like Hafen and Dallin, you have used your gifts to uplift and serve others. This painting honors your lasting influence, a reminder that through your efforts, Springville has become an even more beautiful and caring place. So each of our recipients tonight will receive one of these awards. So I'll turn the time over to you, Mayor, and the council to present them individually and to thank them for their service. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. We again extend our deepest sympathy for the circumstances, but we express appreciation to those who really stepped up and did what needed to be done, and we're very grateful for the heroic service. Not only those who, as someone would say, well, that's kind of their job, but it's a very difficult job in many cases, but also the citizens who stepped up and did it. So I've asked some of the city council to read these. They're all just a little bit different, so we'll do Emily, then Daniel, then Burton, then Landon. So Emily, or for Emily.
All right, let's read this for Emily. In recognition of your exemplary actions at the scene of a tragic accident, your quick thinking and calm demeanor were instrumental in securing, maintaining, and preserving the scene until first responders arrived. Your selfless assistance not only ensured the safety of others, but also greatly aided emergency personnel in carrying out their duties effectively. You demonstrated extraordinary civic responsibility and compassion during a critical moment, and we are thankful for your assistance.
Daniel Simmons, in recognition of your outstanding assistance at the scene of a tragic accident, your swift actions in contacting emergency responders, preserving evidence, and maintaining scene integrity were crucial in supporting the efforts of first responders and investigators. Your calm and responsible demeanor during such a difficult situation reflects a deep sense of civic duty, and your contributions are appreciated.
Burton Sutherland, in recognition for your remarkable assistance at the scene of a tragic collision, your presence and actions before the arrival of first responders were invaluable. You showed genuine compassion and care for one of the victims involved. Your selfless response during such a critical moment reflects on your community spirit, and we are very grateful for your assistance.
Landon Owens, in recognition for your selfless assistance at the scene of a tragic accident, without hesitation, you stepped in to help. Working alongside Emily Billings to preserve the integrity of the scene and ensure its security until first responders arrived. Your willingness to get involved during a critical and emotional situation reflects a strong sense of civic duty and compassion, and your efforts are sincerely appreciated.
So thank you very much. Would Emily, Daniel, Burton, and Landon please come forward so we can award these to you? Let's give them a round of applause. Yep.
Are you Landon or? Okay.
Landon's not here tonight, but we'll make sure that he thanks for being here.
Again, thank you from the city. We appreciate your tremendous effort and support in doing the things that you did and accomplished. So, and we're very grateful again for the police and the first responders who were there and doing such a remarkable job at the scene of a tragic accident. Again, they do this day in and day out, and I honestly don't know how they do it, and I just admire them for all their efforts, and I hope that they know how much we support, love, and sustain them in all that they do. It means an awful lot to the citizens. We go about our daily life not really recognizing these things happen behind the scenes, and they take care of some remarkable situations, and I just express appreciation to each one of them, and I hope that as citizens that we recognize the great effort that they do. So thank you very much for all that you do. Thank you. All right. Well, we have two public comments. They are welcome to come up if they would like to. Becky Smith, we have from Tabitha Way. She's here to, I cannot believe it's this time of year again, but here we go. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I'd rather be up there with you eating the candy, so.
Well, you can come up after.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor and council members. Thank you for giving Tabitha's Way Local Food Pantry this opportunity to share a few updates and events upcoming in our community. We've completed our quarterly reports, and for Springville City alone, we helped, from July, August, and September, we helped 2,913 people, individuals. And the total individuals from January through September for all the areas, Salem, Spanish, all those, 58,804. And as you can imagine, this number is going to skyrocket now. But we're inviting everyone to get involved by volunteering or hosting a food drive this holiday season. And I've got a quarterly flyer here for you that explains how to sign up. And it's got a QR code for donations. And then I also have, there's also volunteer posters to hang in offices or whatever if you need to. And it also has a QR code to direct you on these different things. So the upcoming events we have, Thanksgiving event, November 22nd. We're providing turkey dinners to local families in need. And we're working with several agencies, including Nebo School District and social workers, to help identify those families who really are in need. And then the Christmas event, which is crazy, next month, we would like to extend a special invitation for the city council members to join us for this event. Your presence and support make a real difference. Do you want me to hand these out to
Yep.
you? Or?
That'd be
Yep,
great.
that'd be great. And what date is it?
That is December 20th, sorry.
Thank you.
And it also has a QR code. They'd like you to respond by December 10th.
Thank you.
Whether you can make it or not,
Thanks.
Thank you.
it's always good to have the support of the leaders from each town. We want Springville to really, be up there. And also there are shop and drop bins in the Smiths here in Springville, and you can drop off items there anytime, so kind of round the year. Let's see, what else? I just got this today, so sorry. Sorry, I keep saying I need that candy. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Tabitha's Way Local Food Pantry continues to serve the community thanks to generous support of local cities, volunteers, and partners like you. With the temporary end to SNAP benefits, we anticipate a surge of new clients in the upcoming days. We appreciate your time and continued partnership in helping local families in need. Thank you. And I'll just mention, I work at Tabitha's Way. Every morning I go there and stock the shelves. And we have people starting at 11 o'clock come in, and right before 11, I think, oh my gosh, this is so great. These shelves are packed, it looks great. And then I go out there like an hour later to see what needs to be restocked, and I just think, oh wow, we do a lot of business. So I just like to thank you, and thank you for your time. And here are those, I don't have enough of them.
That's okay.
Just those for the other pantry things. So.
Okay, very good.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Now, I couldn't go last year, but I went the year before. A recommendation, dress warm.
Yes. Hopefully there'll be weather like this in December.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right. But it's a fun thing to do, and if you can't go for the whole 3 hours, go for an hour, and it's all good. So it.
Just to see the families
Yep.
through and to get
Yep.
food is just amazing.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, is Emily Anderson here? Oh, very good. Thank you, Emily.
I've been to quite a few of these, but never spoken, so I'll give
Relax.
the ums. Yeah, you're normal people too, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm on an HOA board, so similar.
There you go.
Okay, so an officer showed up at my door not recently, a while ago, actually, and I was pretty confident when I told him, that because my lot is over 2,000 square feet, I was following the law. We'd read the law when we moved in. I was pretty sure I was familiar with it. I'm not new to reading laws, but turns out it's less clear than I thought. We've since had a couple city attorneys and a judge tell us that the law we're looking at is not clear. And in fact, we think that it says we can have quite a few chickens. They think it says we might be able to have no chickens. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with the chicken law as it stands, but it currently says, there are 3 sentences. The first one says, hen chickens and the numbers set forth below may be kept on a lot or parcel of land in any residential zone. So to me, that's any zone, anyone can have chickens in a residential zone. The second sentence says, for lots 20,000 square feet in size or larger, the provisions set forth in Title 11, Chapters 3 and 4 for fowl apply. And then the third sentence starts with for all smaller lots. And it seems that the for all smaller lots is being applied across Springville residential zones, R18 and lower, regardless of how many square feet. So, so I've come to learn that it might be less clear than I initially thought when I confidently told the officer that we were well within our rights. So to me, if it's this unclear, that a judge might say, oh, it looks like a strict reading might say you can have no chickens, but yet the first sentence says any residential zone can have chickens, that there needs to be a change of some sort. I believe that laws should be made less restrictive when possible. So what we're suggesting is exactly what I thought it meant all along, that no matter what zone you're in, if you've got 20,000 square feet, for those of you who aren't, that's about a half an acre. So it's not a small lot, but there are quite a few, because of the way Springville's designed, there's quite a few lots that reach into the middle of blocks and are that size. So we think that referring to the agricultural code, or not the zoning code, and looking at what is allowed for fowl in the zoning code would be an appropriate law. It makes me wonder if the zoning code looked different when the chicken law was passed, and I have not been able to track that down personally. But we think that that zoning code could still provide enough regulation to keep things correct and safe for neighbors. A lot that's a tenth of the size of my lot can have 6 chickens. So why couldn't mine, in the zoning code, a 20,000 square foot lot is allotted, if it's used entirely for animals, is allotted 2 animal units. If it's not, if 10,000 feet are not used for animals, it's not allowed any animal units. So you need to have at least 10,000 of those square feet used for animals. And so a 20,000 square foot lot, the average one, half-acre lot in Springville might be allowed 12 chickens. And that seems like a reasonable jump. I think it's the Springville City Council that passed the law reasonably thought there's a difference between 20,000 square feet, half-acre lots, and those that are smaller. So we have had quite a few chickens on our land. We're blessed that it lines up next to a park, so it's fun. I go out to check on the chickens in the morning. We often have a family, some kids, looking at our chickens, asking questions about our chickens. And we've walked around to all of our backyard neighbors. We have quite a few because of the size of our lot, and talked to them about our chickens and invited comments and questions and resolutions if they have any problems. So not every chicken owner is as good of a chicken owner as we are. We recognize that. But earlier this year, 240 people supposedly in Springville signed a petition saying, why not just get rid of the chicken laws, say everyone can have chickens, and rely on the nuisance laws that are already in place to govern chickens. And I think that would be a great way to get back to Springville's more rural roots without going crazy and allowing horses and goats and things. So the wording that I suggest, and I plan to email each of you after, so you don't need to memorize everything, but you should expect an email in a few days. We suggest that the second, we being me and my husband who's unable to attend, say that the second lot could say, for lots 20,000 square feet in size or larger, the number of fowl is calculated using the animal unit method in the provisions set forth in Title 11, Chapters 3 and 4, and then all other provisions on the keeping of fowl in those chapters apply. So I think that matches with what the original intent of that code was, but would clarify ambiguity. So
Were you ticketed?
yes, we have multiple criminal charges we're fighting right now.
So we've had two people who are involved in this, and I'm not going to have for their response, but I'm going to let them have a discussion with you after so that we don't have a discussion here. It's not intended to be a discussion, but just a presentation. So you've been able to do that. So I'm going to turn this over to Troy and John to have communication with you. If they feel like that there's an ambiguity in the law or the ordinance, then we certainly can look at clarifying it and that sort of thing. So I'm going to leave that in their hands, but we appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to me. I do have to leave. I have an infant, so I can't stick around till the end of the meeting. So
No worries.
I'm happy to wait in the back for a few seconds or
Just leave
grab
some
emails.
contact information if you want. In fact, I've got the contact information, so it's on here. I've got that.
Yes.
And so they can reach out to you and we'll get you
That would be great.
some,
We'll
a
look-
response. Would
look
that
for
be okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Appreciate it, Emily. Thank you for coming in. Very good. Don't you just love citizens coming and talking? I love it,
I love it.
frankly. Okay, I need a motion for the consent agenda.
I'll motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
Okay, I need a second.
I will second that.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Is this Chief Haight? Is this who is on pyro? Tactics? It's not as fun as the last presentation, but nevertheless very, very good. So, okay.
I feel like this presentation should have some pyrotechnics.
There'll be some fireworks. Okay, just thank you, Mayor and Council. I'll just give you a quick background on this. We had a group come in and apply for a special event permit to hold a big party at Memorial Park. And that would include fireworks. And so as part of the special events application, we send that around to each of the departments and have discussions and requirements. We had some certain requirements, so we came back to with this group. It's called the Baker Boomtacular. It sounds like a lot of fun. But we came back with the requirements and any concerns, and the applicants were able to meet those requirements. But I'm going to actually, one of the requirements is that if you are having fireworks on public property, it has to be cleared. Any kind of fireworks in the city, it has to be cleared through our fire chief and marshal, and also passed through the council, brought to the council, and a resolution made. But I'll let the chief speak a little bit more to that.
Yes, it's actually written in the city ordinance, the requirements to have a public display of fireworks, and these are commercial, industrial grade, boom up in the air, they're not sparklers, and so it has to be a licensed, bonded company with insurance. Their safety plan and pyrotechnic plan has been reviewed and must be approved by the fire chief, which he has done. So they've complied with the ordinance, and so the ordinance requires then that we go to the city council for a resolution. So this is the first one I've done since I've been here the last 5 years. It's not a regular occurrence, and just because it came at this time, we'll be reviewing the whole process and the for going forward too. But here we are. According to the existing ordinance, it's been approved and for your consideration.
Can we ask questions yet?
Yes.
Are neighbors notified? Do they have to weigh in, or is it just a notification that there will be a display?
There was a requirement that they handed out flyers to a 1 block radius around the park. So.
I'm just outside the radius, yeah.
Oh, so they were notified also on social media, and the community is invited to it. So.
I thought it was some old dude.
Well, I wouldn't call her an old dude. Not to her face.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is there a requirement to have fire department or police officers present during a display?
But you're going to be there?
I
It
am.
says the fire department will oversee setup, storage, and ignition procedures to ensure public safety. So somebody is going to be on site.
Is that part of the
At least ahead of
pyrotechnic
time. I don't know
plan?
if they're required to be there during the actual event, but if there's fireworks, they'll probably be there. Sure.
How does a guy get an invite to such a thing? Oh,
Okay, other questions?
So we've not done this before. Like we've not had an application like this in at least a long time.
At least 15 years. Shirley, that is a coordinator for the special special event permits. She says she's never had a request to do fireworks on public property before.
Well, this must be
Troy might know.
this must be a pretty big birthday for Mr. Baker.
How long will the show last? Okay.
That's a good long shot.
Well, that's a good
That's
long show.
Yeah.
Wow. You know,
So 5. So.
oh, so you know about this as your 50th. Yeah, yeah. You know, have they ever had fireworks with snow? What you hope is doesn't happen is snow going on at the same time. That would be absolutely fabulous, wouldn't it? Maybe it's a trend. Interesting. Okay, very good. Other questions? Anything?
So the whole Memorial Park was rented out. Is that correct? Okay. And so, are you going to post signs so that if people are around wanting to go to the skate park or go to play on the wiffle ball courts that they need to vacate? Or where are you going to set up the fireworks? I guess at.
So
Would you like me to answer some of that?
you're welcome
Yeah.
to. We have a map of where they're going to be. They've
Okay.
given us a map, and they'll use the baseball fields to do that.
So we have a 200-foot, 400-foot diameter that we'll have actually caution taped off. That's in the center of the park, and that's mostly like the baseball diamonds.
Mhm.
So outside of that, people can come and do whatever they want. And then we have the spectator area kind of
It's way
displayed.
cool.
I mean, it's
November
not
8th.
blocked off, but that's kind of the ideal spot to
Serious.
come see it. And then, and then I actually hired a guy to do this, so it's not amateur. So,
You didn't just run up to Evanston for the day.
2 years experience.
Have a little van.
All the licenses, insurance, and certification. So
What time is it?
the fireworks will
It's
be
early.
about 6. I actually have a band that's going to be playing starting at about 5, and then we'll have hot chocolate and donuts. So
Wow.
Wow,
Awesome. What a great birthday.
nice.
I hope so.
You know, we were going to have a walkabout that day, and now we're not. I'm just saying.
Great.
Love it, you guys.
Very
Thank
good.
you. Can I make this motion?
Please.
Oh, sweet. I motion to approve Resolution 2025-36, authorizing Pyrocrate Fireworks to conduct a private fireworks display at Memorial Park on November 8th, 2025, and require a bond of not less than $1,500 for the payment of any damages related to the display.
I'll
Yep.
second.
I have a motion and a second. It's a roll call vote. Mindy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Jake?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Very good. Have a great time.
So cool.
You guys know Ginevra too, right? She's on you're still on the planning commission, aren't you?
She's the chair.
You've been on it as long as I've been here, and I'm done. So you're still going to stick up there? 12 years. Yeah. it's
She's I've watched her through the years, and she's just been remarkable. She's gentle but fearless at what she believes in. I don't know how else to
Right,
gently
that's a
put
very good
that.
point.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes you agree and sometimes you don't.
I know, but
That's the way
she's
it is.
so gentle about it, and she just doesn't let things go by. When people think something's sliding by, she just, let's talk about this. So thank you for your service. It's been wonderful. Okay, Miss Carla, you're on here for a amendment to the general plan land use map.
Yes, so this and this following issue go hand in hand. So this is the property in question called the Fife property, recently purchased by Peter and Jillian Fife. So you can kind of get an idea of where this is. In the general plan, the property, which is right down here, whoops, excuse me, went the wrong way. Right down here, as you can see, is designated as both low-density residential and industrial manufacturing. And the Fifes, as I said, recently purchased the property and wanted to rezone. Before we could rezone, we had to do the general plan land use designation. There's really no historical justification for why it's this way other than it was the uses were this way when the general plan was written in 2011. And so they just designated this. Now, there were also, just so you're aware, there were 2 separate parcels. When the Fifes purchased the property, they combined them into one parcel. And so that is where kind of became the hiccup, because now it divided this parcel. We've had this issue come to us before, most recently with Ashford Senior Living, with the property behind them. The parcel was joined into one, divided right down the middle into 2 separate land use designations. When there is no compelling reason for one or the other, or a compelling reason for either one, we've kind of defaulted to it being the wish of the property owner. And as they would like to build a home on the property, they are requesting it to be the land use designation in the general plan of low density residential be applied to the entirety of the parcel.
They're going to build a home?
They're going to build a home and then have, and we'll get to that in the zoning issue, but then they also are having some pasture and farmland that they're going to be doing there as well.
Okay, questions for Carla?
And so they just want to change what land they own, and they're okay with having the surrounding area be light industrial.
Yes, and actually this is the last parcel going down that route that has the dual, that has any light industrial. From this point south, it is all low density residential, and around it's just this island in the middle.
Okay, other questions for Carla? Interesting. Okay, very good. I'll entertain a motion then.
I motion that we approve ordinance number 19-2025, amending the Springville General Plan Future Land Use Map to designate parcel 26:026:0046 as low-density residential.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. It's a roll call vote. Jake?
Yes.
Mindy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Very good. And this new next one is tied into it correctly?
Yes, this one is for the actual zoning of the property. So the zoning coincides with the designated land use from the general plan, showing the back half as residential, low density residential at R115, and the eastern side of the parcel as light industrial manufacturing. Where the Fifes became aware that there was a change was that when they were talking about looking at the site plan for their home, they're looking to build their home on this side, but residential is not allowed in light industrial manufacturing zone. This back half has a very high water table, and they would much rather have their home facing on the eastern portion. And so they are asking for a rezone of the entirety of the parcel to R115 to allow them to utilize the eastern half to build the home, and the back half for some livestock and farming.
Very good. They'll never have to water that lower half.
That is what, I think that is what they're hoping for.
Seriously.
Yeah. So they're really very excited about some of the things they have planned for their family on that property.
Very good.
Good.
Questions for Carla? Okay, motion?
I'll motion to approve ordinance number 21-2025, amending the Springville zoning map to designate parcel 262646 as R115.
Have a motion, a second.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call vote. Mike?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Jake?
Yes.
Mindy?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Very good. Other things that we need to bring up? Thanks, Carla. Appreciate it.
I just would like to mention really quickly, following up on what Tabitha's Way's presentation, is that Springville Chamber is going to be doing our Battle of the Pizzas on the 18th. As part of that, we're trying something a little different this year, where you will be able to purchase tickets to vote, so you can stack your ballot boxes, but all of the donations will go to Tabitha's Way, that is working with the military, I don't know what the military coordinator at Camp Williams to work with the families at the base that need, throughout the military, throughout the state, that have active duty military and need food assistance.
So
Oh, interesting. It's not the Christmas that they put.
no, it's not. This is partnering with Camp Williams and the resources they have there, and they'll be able to purchase tickets, and all the money will go to that organization and Tabitha's Way to help them with that as well.
And when is this event?
That's November 18th. Is it at the library this year? Yeah, they're going to do it at the library, where we typically do it up on the second floor, and
Battle of the
Pizzas.
Oh.
Don't act like you haven't ever heard of Battle of the Pizzas.
No, that's what I thought you said, and I thought, oh, cool.
Oh, Mayor. So anyway, but that's just another way that Tabitha's Way Executive Director Wendy is on the chamber board.
And what time is it on the tank?
I believe it will start at noon, which is our typical noon networking time.
Okay.
But we'll make sure that you all get an invitation to that. And please invite all of coworkers wherever you are. There's a ton of pizza, and you get to vote, and it's a fun little event. So
You can buy your way into a championship.
oh yeah, sure.
I love it.
That's what we're here for.
Okay, very good. Okay. Anything else that needs to be brought up? Okay, very good. Kim, remind me of the celebration for the Hong family or Hong. November 15th. Okay, yeah, November 15th. It's down at 996 Center Street, West Center Street. And it's at 2:00, if I remember, and it's a celebration for their culture, and we just encourage anybody who'd like to attend. So, again, thank you very much. And there are 3 of us in this room that are going to see what happens at 8:00.
Yeah.
Mike, myself, and Karen, who's in the audience. So,
And we'll
Again.
go take signs down.
yes, exactly, or burn them. So I need a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
So, Mayor, you're taking these banners home?